this is the Goblin King, and Monday just isn't turning out to be very good at all. No, sir. Today I went to my local theater to see The Batman, because I wanted to throw a nice spoiler-free review up for this Wednesday's movie review segment, but the theater was closed. I later learned that they're not opening up till around 4:45 in the afternoon during the week. Well, I have shit to do, like give you all a video on Mondays and Tuesdays. I also make food on my days off. I don't have time to wait around until the evening to sit in a theater for 3 damned hours. Nope, no time for that shit. Maybe next week. There was also another reason this Monday is pretty sad. Well, yes, that. Also that. However, those things aren't my purview. I leave that to people like Tim Pool. I'm here to talk to you all about pop culture crap, and today was a rather sad day in pop culture news. If you'll all remember last week when I talked about the writer's strike over at Kotaku and their dispute with the owners, GO Media Group, I thought it was pretty damned funny because I thought they couldn't possibly be stupid enough to cave to Kotaku's writing staff, especially not over many of their so-called grievances, especially not the higher wages that they totally don't deserve. Yet, here it is, people, right here in black and yellow from woke-ass website The Gamer. Also, shout out to Clownfish TV. They hit this news before I did. When I saw it on their uploads today, I knew I had to cover it since I covered it last week. So go check them out if you haven't already. I'm actually loath to call this thing an article, to be completely honest. I mean, the thing is barely a page, and I can't even believe that someone actually got paid to post this thing. Anyway, in an opening statement that totally doesn't give away his complete lack of bias, the author just announced that the GMG Union, which is what the handful of purple-haired weirdos were calling themselves, announced their victory over the evil corpo in their dispute over wages and working conditions. Just like last week, it legitimately makes me laugh that these pussbags were crying over wages and working conditions when they're paid six-figure salaries to cry on the interwebs about social justice in air-conditioned buildings instead of doing their actual jobs, which is covering video game news and doing video game reviews. The article has a brief, can you even call that a paragraph, going over when the group decided to strike and asking people not to visit any of the sites owned by GMG. Which I did because I just assumed that without shitty writers actually posting anything on them, that the sites would be better. And they were. Objectively. Then they have another supposed paragraph about Ethan Gack crying about bad pay and health benefits for a certain group of people. For real. Bad pay. Motherfucker should come to work my job for the pay I receive and have to deal with the idiots that I deal with each and every fucking day, from customers to inept management. This motherfucker crying about bad pay. Speaking of Gack, isn't this the same motherfucker that consistently writes hit piece article after hit piece article and can't even get his facts straight most of the time? I know I've heard his name come up in relation to, seriously, some of the stupidest hot takes I've ever seen come out of Kotaku. This dude, who can't even do his fucking job well enough to quote people correctly from a fucking video, wants more money. For real. Somebody in the comments section let me know, because I know I've heard at least Yellow Flash talk about this guy, and I know I've wanted to forcefully strike that forcefully strikeable face before. So yeah, Ethan Gack, a guy that should have been fired long ago, is complaining that he doesn't get paid enough money to write his trash hit pieces. These are the type of people that GMG is caving to right now, people. This is why this Monday is a sad day for pop culture. This non-article then goes on to get more quotes from these insane people who want to talk about their strength and their demands. These are the same types of people that will be literally shaking if Starbucks got their order wrong and used real milk instead of oat milk. People that literally shake and cry when someone uses the wrong pronouns or says a mean thing to them on Twitter. They don't know what strength is. Also, I really would love to know who the fuck actually donated to these people. How much you want to bet they were all purple-haired land whales that have commie symbols or Antifa symbols in their Twitter bios? Now, this is really the part of this thing that I wanted to get to. It's basically the end of the article. I realize what I did there. Yeah, I did want to get to the end of this thing for sure. It almost physically hurt me to even cover this. For real though, what I wanted to get to was this part. The part where GMG seems to have caved to every one of these crazy fuckos' demands. All of them. Including those ones. For real, one of them is a fucking virtue signal. The one about editorial independence is actually the very last thing that Kotaku needs. Kotaku doesn't need any more independence because with the amount of independence they've already had, they've managed to tank their entire fucking website by driving off their reader base. Through shenanigans just like what they're doing now. Every one of these motherfuckers needs to be sat down and told no. Both now and way back in childhood. Over and over. No. Anyway, that's all I got for you all in this one, goblins. As I said, a sad day indeed, when shit stains like Kotaku get their way. Let me know what you thought in that handy section down below. While you're down there, don't forget to join the Viridian Horde by crushing those like and subscribe buttons. By the way, I got a new microphone. Let me know how it sounds. If it's easier to understand me now, if it's harder, I may have to mess with my voice settings after all if that's the case. This mic is also sensitive enough that no matter what I do, it's picking up white noise though. Very annoying to be honest. I have to clean it up during editing. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow with more news out of the cultural sphere of pop. I'll see you all then. Lates.